Good evening, racing fans. Welcome to Racing Action from Grand River Raceway for this Wednesday evening. Just a beautiful day, blue sky overhead, and got a few fluffy white clouds, but a lovely day here in Elora, Ontario. We are currently 18 minutes to post time, and let us get right to the changes for this evening's card of racing. Note that there are no changes in races 1 or 2. In race number 3, scratched is number 6, another great pick. Race 3, scratch 6, another great pick. Race number 4, number 7, Iona Dream, is Phil Houdon to drive. Phil Houdon driving number 7, Iona Dream. And number 8, Darling Please, is scratch number 8, Darling Please. Race number 5 has no changes. No changes, race 5. In race number 6, number 5, Liminary Hanover, the driver is going to be James McDonald. James McDonald will drive number 5, Liminary Hanover, in the 6th. The 7th race, number 4, Release the Baby, is scratch. Race 7-4 is a scratch. And races 8 through 10 have no changes. No changes, races 8 through 10. Once again, note no changes, races 1 and 2. It is currently 16 minutes to post time to our first dash, and time to check in with Mark McKelvey. Mark?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Grand River Raceway on this Wednesday evening as we are getting set for a 10-race card featuring the Ontario Sire Stakes. As here tonight, we have grassroots action for 2-year-old trotting fillies. 3 divisions in total on tap on tonight's 10-race card. Good-looking program from start to finish. We'll dive in and take a closer look in just a moment. But as we welcome you in on this Wednesday night, Mark McKelvey with you once again, getting set for what is coming up this Monday, the 30th edition of Industry Days. We will have the finals of the Battle of Waterloo and Battle of the Bells for Ontario Sire 2-year-old pacers. The draw for the entire card took place earlier today, and what a program we have got that'll be coming your way on Monday. Ontario Sire Stakes action for 3-year-old pacing fillies, gold and grassroots action will make up a large chunk of the program. We also have a real solid preferred pace, and of course, we're going to wrap things up with those feature events, the Battle of the Bells in race number 9, going for a purse of $128,000, and race number 10, it'll be our signature event, the Battle of Waterloo, going for a purse of $200,000. We had the eliminations on Monday. Looking forward to what we're going to see this coming Monday on the civic holiday as we're getting closer to the 30th edition of Industry Day. Now, you might not be able to join us on track, but you can watch all of the action. Go to grandriverraceway.com. There you can find all the details that you need to enjoy live racing from right here at Grand River. You can download free past performance program pages, and of course, our live stream and replays are right there. On this Wednesday night, it is a Survivor Wednesday. Head to our website. Still time to get in on the Survivor contest for this Wednesday evening program. Everything you need will be found at grandriverraceway.com. But without further ado, let's jump in and take a closer look at this evening's program. And we're going to focus in on races 1, 4, and 6 that are the Ontario Sire Stakes grassroots divisions for 2-year-old trotting fillies. So we kick things off right in race number 1. Of course, that starts the daily double, also starts our first pick 3 of the evening. Now, these are 2-year-old trotting fillies, and this first division is probably the best division of the 3. Really looking forward to the matchup we're going to see here between number 2, I'm Extra Special, and number 5, HP Mama B. Now, last time in the first leg of the grassroots, these two went head to head. HP Mama B, the Ben by Arjan trainee, and driver Sylvain Filion, they were doing the hard work. They were coming up to the lead, and as they were coming into the lane, looking to get some separation on their rivals, and with an eighth of a mile to go, it looked like it was going to be a victory in sight, but this daughter of royalty for life went off stride. And when she made that break, who was there to pick up the pieces? Well, how about I'm Extra Special? Now, we'll never know if I'm Extra Special would have gunned down HP Mama B in the lane. I'm Extra Special for trainer driver Paul Walker was 3 wide coming off the last turn. She did some serious trotting. 29-second final quarter to get the victory. She wins by a length and a half in 2:01.1. That was her career debut. She's 1 for 1. Here tonight, though, Walker's going to hand the lines over to driver Trevor Henry. They've teamed up with their star 3-year-old Pemberton, and now Henry will sit behind this 2-year-old trotting filly. As for number 5, HP Mama B, after that break, she did compete one more time. She competed last Thursday in division of the Pure Ivory at Woodbine Mohawk Park. She finished 6th on that occasion, trotted a mile in 59.2. Final quarter 27.4. A real good bounce back performance for her. I think she'll be able to keep things together here tonight, and we're going to see a great showdown between those two trotting fillies. Now, if you're trying to decide which one to go with, I ended up going with the 2 I'm Extra Special. I'm not quite sure who's going to be the favorite when all is said and done here. Probably I'm Extra Special, just having an inside starting spot, but I think that's probably going to be the difference. Good performance, like I mentioned, was 3 wide, got a good learning experience in that first start and was victorious. And like I said, Trevor Henry jumps in the sulky. $95,000 yearling buy, so the connections are pretty high on that one. And as I look at it, I think she's going to get away better. HP Mama B, though, will come calling early. That was what I expect, and we'll just see if those two can go head to head, and that'll get us started on the right note. Should be a good one in race number 1. To complete my top 4 selections, I've got number 9, All Muscle and Sass, and number 4, Doing It All. So I'll go 2, 5, 9, 4. Looking forward to that one in the opener. We skip now over to race number 4, second of 3 divisions of the OSS Grassroots for 2-year-old trotting fillies. Very wide open race here. I think everyone in this race, or I should say everyone in this race, has at least 1 start under their belt. Only 1 horse in the field has 2 starts. None of them have wins. Pretty even here. You go through their past performances, whether it's the qualifiers or that 1 or 2 starts that they do have, and it's hard to really separate them in here. I go through this field, and first of all, I talk about number 2, Tipsy and Dixie. Of course, you're looking towards the inside. Who drew well? This filly certainly did. She qualified after finishing 2nd in her debut. She almost won that. She had a good performance. That was in the grassroots, but then they qualified her last week. So rather than having a week off before coming here to Grand River, she has been in action, so she'll be tight. You know she'll be ready to go. How about number 3, Salome? Here's one that started south of the border in the United States, comes up here for the OSS season, and has had a little more time to adjust to the surroundings here in Ontario. And it was a good debut with a nice final quarter. And like I said, sometimes just a little more time in a new environment helps a horse, as they should be ready to go second time out. Another one to talk about, number 4, Mag and Lady, got a welcome to racing with an action-packed debut. She stayed right there in the hunt. She had a lot going on for her early on in that race, and she probably could have folded in the lane, but that's not the case. And I think here's one that we got to keep our eye on here tonight. And number 9, Can You Swing It? Now, maybe I'm tipping my hand here before I get to my selections, but Can You Swing It came first up in her debut, and she just kept grinding away in the lane. She was second to I'm Extra Special, who we just talked about. Now, where would she have finished if HP Mama B hadn't gone off stride? Hard to say, but she would have been right there, first up, and she didn't pack it in the lane. She kept on coming. So I am tipping my hand. Now, I'm going with number 9, Can You Swing It, in that 2nd division for trainer driver Dustin Jones. Got to start from the 2nd tier, but I think she's got enough to follow out of there. She'll be in a good spot. I'll use number 2, Tipsy and Dixie 2nd, number 4, Megan Lady 3rd, and number 3, Salome for 4th, going 9-2-4-3. That's race number 4, our 2nd of 3 grassroots divisions. Wrapping up the OSS action will be race number 6, and that is our final division. Race number 6 in this contest, the 5-2 morning line choice, is number 4, Fortune Tellers K. Now, here is a trotting filly, daughter of Angus Hall, that finished 2nd in her career debut at a long price, 34-1. Pretty good debut for her. She'll take a lot of action here tonight. So too will number 1, All Our Wishes, who has competed in a gold event already. So they're going from gold to grassroots with this daughter of Muscle Mass. That, of course, will catch any horse player's eye when they see that. However, she does have a start between these OSS events, and she made a break here at Grand River back on July 24th. So she went off stride. It was an interference break, lands the rail once again. I think that one will take a lot of action. But Who I'm going to look at is number 3, Expecto Patronum. This is a daughter of Kadabra, a real well-bred daughter of Kadabra. She sold for $100,000 as a yearling. She's owned by Surgical Nan's Determination, trained by Luke Blay. Bob McClure does the driving. We've seen a lot of her. She's only got one start, but she's qualified 5 times to this point. Now, obviously, they're trying to figure things out with her. She hasn't flashed that ability that her pedigree says that she should have, but I don't mind what I've seen from her over her last 2 charted lines. Yes, she was 6th in her debut, but she had an outside post. They went to the back, and she ends up passing a few in the lane to get up to finish 6th. It doesn't really matter where you finished in that spot, I don't think, because here tonight she's going up against a field that doesn't have any winning experience. So I'm not going to read too much into the fact that she was well beaten in that one because I thought she looked pretty good in her most recent qualifier. And I think you're going to get not a bad price, and it's hard to overlook the combination of McClure and Blay. 6-1 on the morning line for the 2 Expecto Patronum. I think the pedigree will eventually come through on her. So she's my top selection. Number 4, Fortune Teller's Case, who I'm going to go with for second. Number 1, All Our Wishes for third. And number 9, Top of the Bar. Here's one that had a good performance in its debut. Trainer driver Mark Etzel will be starting from the second tier with her, and she's got a little bit of speed to follow, I think, and she'll be able to likely tag along and get a piece. So I'll go 2-4, 1-9 in race number 6. There's a closer look at your OSS Grassroots event. This is the second leg of the season for the 2-year-old trotting fillies. As I mentioned off the top, OSS action will continue on Monday as part of our Industry Day card. Ontario Sire Stakes Golden Grassroots for 3-year-old pacing fillies. Really looking forward to that. And of course, the marquee events, the Battle of the Bells and the Battle of Waterloo. Now, you can watch online at grandriverraceway.com, wager through HPI Bet, but Costa TV will also have a special presentation of those feature races. We'll be on the air at 2:30 on Monday afternoon through Facebook, YouTube, all your social media platforms. Join myself, Greg Blanchard, and Jamie McDonald for that coverage. We're really looking forward to it. That'll do it here for the pregame. We're getting set for race number 1. Horses will be coming out onto the track. It's a dandy to start this 10-race card. Good luck with your wagers on this Wednesday night from Grand River Raceway.
This is an audio test, testing the audio. Field for race number 1 is on parade. One is Teacup Hanover. James McDonough, Sean Stacy, and Hudson Standards, and Robert McMillan, and Bertrand Gillespie, and Dale Larson. Number 2, I'm Extra Special. Trevor Henry for Paul Walker and Keith Coulter. Number 3 is Oh Solomio. Eddie Green for Emily Montour. Number 4, Doing It All. Stephen Byron for John Bax and Menamar Stuteri. And number 5, HB Mama B. Sylvain Filion for Benoit Bergeon and Guylaine Picard and Celine Paquin. Number 6, PC Massive Dream. Curtis Clements for Peter Clements. The 7th, number 7 is Mag's Family. Louis Bois for Jean-Francois McGuire and Gerard McGuire. And number 8 is Somewhat Sacy. Chris Christopher, Dominique Gladue, and Gaston Blais. Number 9 is All Muscle and Sass. Bob McClure for Keith Jones and Maggie Jones and Jody Simmons. Field of 9, race number 1, first grassroots division, 2-year-old, pacing fillies. And, well, let's take a gander at this field. We'll start with number 2, I'm Extra Special, $95,000 yearling purchase that has had just one start. But it was a very effective start. A win in the grassroots July the 13th, back 16 days ago. I'm Extra Special off that 201 and 1 mile. And now with a better post position, and Trevor Henry, who certainly has done a lot of winning at Grand River over the years. I'm Extra Special is the one that the fans think is the most special. On the board right now at 4-5. Number 4, Doing It All. Well, raced at Woodbine in a grassroots on that July the 13th, and outside post position really wasn't able to get into it, although you do see a 28 and 2 final quarter, but the 33-second opening quarter did in Doing It All. Doing It All now will get to do it from post position 4 and hopefully be a little closer to the pace. Doing It All is a $100,000 yearling purchase who's making a second start. Doing It All, daughter of Cadabra, is on the board right now at 13-1. Number 3, Oh Solomio, well, made a break at last race and spotted the field a lot of distance. Now, it should be noted, did come a back half of 57-4, so Oh Solomio is one that did at least make a recovery and flash some ability, and does show also racing in 2 minutes of flat July the 3rd, the first start at Mohawk. So Oh Solomio and Eddie Green is on the board at 11-1. At number 9, All Muscle and Sass and Bob McClure. This will be the second start. Race to a competitive 4th in the grassroots last time out. And All Muscle and Sass and Bob McClure from the trailer post is on the board at 13-1. We should mention number 5, HP Mama B, is 9-5 on the board right now, and does show racing in 59-2 last race at Mohawk and came home in 27-4. HP Mama B, Benoit Bergeon, and Sylvain Filion. That's a very strong tandem on the board right now at 9-5. The first race of Field of 9, the first grassroots division, going to post shortly. The starting gate is rolling for race number 1. Teacup Hanover, I'm Extra Special, and Oh Solomio on the inside. The center doing it all at HP Mama B and PC Massive Dream. To the outside, Meg's Family and Somewhat Stacey. And the second tier, all muscle and sass. Field for race number 1 is at the start of the round. I'm Extra Special. Oh Solomio, Mag's Family, and HB Mama B, and down to the inside, Teacup Hanover. The field works around that first turn in the first grassroots division. Teacup Hanover won off stride. I'm Extra Special's got the lead. Oh Solomio is racing position second. HB Mama B currently be third, and then it is all muscle and sass, and then doing it all at the field races on to the opening quarter. Mag's Family is back racing sixth, and then it is PC Massive Dream, and Somewhat Saucy is back racing eighth. 30-1 is the opening quarter. I'm Extra Special on the board at 1-5 and has a lead right now of a length and a half. Oh Solomio is racing second. HB Mama B is third, and All Muscle and Sass is positioned fourth as they work on around the turn. Off that opening quarter of 30-1, they head up towards the half, and racing on the inside, position fifth right now is Doing It All, and then it is back to Mag's Family. To the outside is PC Massive Dream, and then Somewhat Saucy. Halftime was 101-2. I'm Extra Special still has the lead. Oh Solomio is right there in the pocket, and on the outside, getting up a little bit closer, is HB Mama B, and now B second and is trying to close, and I'm Extra Special, and then All Muscle and Sass to the outside is about to grab third from Oh Solomio. Fifth is Doing It All, and racing sixth is Mag's Family, and then it is back to PC Massive Dream and Somewhat Saucy. I'm Extra Special now is alone on the lead in front by 3. 3/4, 131-1. And it is I'm Extra Special, leading by 3 as they turn for home. HB Mama B be the only one with a chance to catch I'm Extra Special. Racing third is All Muscle and Sass, and then it's Oh Solomio and Doing It All. On down the stretch drive for I'm Extra Special. I'm Extra Special lives up to her name. Off stride at the finish was HB Mama B, and then third is between All Muscle and Sass and Oh Solomio. 2 minutes flat. The mile in race number 1, I'm Extra Special.
Yeah.
Fans, the inquiry sign will go up pertaining to the break at the finish of number 5, HP Mama B. On the board, we have a 2-5-9-3, and the inquiry pertains to number 5, HB Mama B, made a break right before the finish. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 1. It's number 2, I'm Extra Special. 2-year-old muscle mass bay filly, owned by Keith Coulter. Paul Walker, the trainer. Trevor Henry with the winning drive. 2 for 2 lifetime is I'm Extra Special. 2 minutes flat is a new career best. Fans note there were no violations in race number 1. The prices at number 2, I'm Extra Special. 260, 220, 210. 5 HP Mama B, 290, 240, and 9. All Muscle and Sass, $370. $2 Exactor, $470. $70 Tribe, $22. $15 Superfecta, $110.45. Here is your first race order finish from the top. 914 527 683. That's 914 527 683. Field for the second race is on parade. One is Olympic Glide. Tyler Moore for Ryan McClure. Number 2, I Am What I Am. Dag Henriksen for 100 the hard way. Number 3, Lucky Johanna. Austin Sorry for Patrick Shepard and Triple S Equine. And number 4 is Goldie Rocket. Paul McKenzie for Denise Ball. 5 is Royal Peach. Aaron Byron for Dave Byron and Craig Walwyn and David Candlin. Number 6, Latte Dante. Dave Boughton for Don Lindsay and Paul Lindsay. And number 7 is Massman. Phil Houdon for Susie Kerwood and Amanel of Delaware. And number 8 is Cad's Kiss. Bruce Richardson drives and trains for Joe Coffey and Morley Bosworth. Beautiful hat. Let us take a look at this field for race number 2 as we're just a few minutes to post time. And we'll start with number 2, I Am What I Am. And that Am was pretty good here last race. Parked every step and still managed to come home solidly and finish third, beaten 2 lengths, making up 8 lengths from the quarter to the finish while parked the whole mile. I Am What I Am now with post position 2. Maybe a great trip here, and I Am What I Am, big chance to win 6-5. Number 1, Olympic Glide is on the board at 2-1, coming in off of a win here. A win in 2 minutes, and certainly measures well with this field. I Am What I Am's last race was 2 minutes and 2, and Olympic Glide was able to leave pretty well. Then Battle first up, also worked hard in that one, still scoring the win. Olympic Glide definitely deserves serious regard and is 2-1, the second choice on the board. Number 7, Massman. Well, had post 7 in a grassroots last race at Mohawk and fired to the front and did stick around for a third. Pretty good trot mile of 58-1 at Mohawk, and also one that raced here unfortunately made a couple of breaks, was right in the hunt and then made breaks. Massman is a threat with a rebound here, may have enough speed to overcome the post position. 7-2, getting a fair amount of action with Phil the Thrill Houdon driving. And number 3, Lucky Johanna. Race to here. 2 starts go. Tough outing came first up. But also the start before that, July the 13th. A mile of 2 minutes and 2 to finish 4th. That's a pretty solid outing. One of the problems, though, you see some X's on the page, and that's not usually a good thing. Lucky Johanna, in fact, it's never really a good thing. Lucky Johanna, though, has been able to race the last 3 starts without a break, and now Lucky Johanna here at Grand River, and did show that that good speed here 3 starts back. Lucky Johanna is 21-1 on the board. You get a bit of a price. Austin Sorry for Patrick Shepard. The second race going to post in a couple of minutes. The starting gate is rolling for race number 2, taking up positions. Olympic Glide. I am what I am on the inside. In the center, Lucky Johanna, Goldie Rocket, and Royal Peach. Into the outside, Latte Dante, Mass Man, and Cad's Kiss. It's a field of 8. Second dash as the field is gathered up in behind the gate at the river. Here they come. Field 4, race number 2. He is at the start of the round. Lucky Johanna has made a break in stride. And Goldie Rocket gets out well. Olympic Glide has broken stride. Royal Peach is leaving with Goldie Rocket. And Royal Peach to the outside. Goldie Rocket on the inside. Racing third is Latte Dante. Mass Man is positioned fourth. Then fifth is I Am What I Am. And sixth is Cad's Kiss. And they race on to the opening quarter at 30-1. Royal Peach has the lead as they hustle on towards that opening quarter. And second is Goldie Rocket. Latte Dante is third in line, and racing fourth is Mass Man. Then fifth is I Am What I Am, who took to the outside, and then it is Cad's Kiss. They raced their way past that opening quarter, and the quarter was 29-1. Royal Peach and Aaron Byron's got the lead. Racing second, Goldie Rocket. Now Mass Man starts to surge on the outside, first up third, and I Am What I Am follows on the outside, and on the pylons is Latte Dante about 5 off the lead. And then it is back to Cad's Kiss, and they roll up to the half, being led by Royal Peach. Royal Peach and Aaron Byron. Halftime, 1 minute, 2/5. Mass Man on the outside making a serious challenge now. And Goldie Rocket is racing the pocket, and off stride went Mass Man. Now inheriting third is I Am What I Am. Racing fourth is Latte Dante. And then it is Cad's Kiss. Royal Peach at 30-1 still has the lead. On the outside, I Am What I Am is right alongside Goldie Rocket on the inside. That pairs both about a length and a half from the front. Latte Dante is racing fourth, and Cad's Kiss is sent out wide from fifth and now takes over fourth. 3/4 in 1:30-2. And it is Royal Peach as they're about to turn to the top of the stretch. I Am What I Am is racing a closer second off stride went Cad's Kiss, and then third is Goldie Rocket. And Latte Dante has moved out in his closing ground. And it's now I Am What I Am has come on to take a slim lead off that 3/4 1:30-2. And I Am What I Am. I Am is a winner. I Am What I Am. Victorious, and then finishing second was Goldie Rocket. Third is between Latte Dante and Royal Peach. 2 minutes and 4/5. I Am What I Am. Fans, the inquiry sign will go up pertaining to number 2. I Am What I Am, a break in stride at the start of the race. Note the inquiry pertains to number 2, I Am What I Am. 2456, the inquiry pertains to the start, and number 2, I Am What I Am. Fans, the judges ruling that number 2, I Am What I Am, did not violate the braking regulations. Second race payouts, number 2, I Am What I Am. 450, 350, and 230. 4 Goldie Rocket, 1190 and 630, and 5 Royal Peach, 1070. $2 exactor, $43.60 try, $220, $50 super, $1306.40. The second race order finish from the top, 81623 475. That is 81623 475. Field 4, race number 3 is on parade. 1, Rockin' Bow, Scott Young for Catherine Flanagan and Winters Racing. Number 2 is Marty Monkhauser, Colin Kelly for Jeffrey Gillis. And number 3 is Blue Moose, Robert Shepard for Isabel Darvaux. Number 4, Let's Wait and See, Travis Henry for Scott Friend and Tyler Friend. And number 5, Little Bit of Swagger, Jay Harris for Jack Harris. Number 6 is Scratched. And number 7 is Life is Better, Natasha Day for Bruce Goit and Ken Matheson and Henry Bankowitz. Number 8 is Mock Lee, Brett McDonald for Harold Wilson and Lee Cullen. And number 9 is Paparazzi, Hanover Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Keith Hanna. Field of 8, race number 3. Let us get a look at this field. We're going to start with number 2, Marty Monkhauser, a veteran with tons of back class. Now, had post 8 here last race and did not have a lot of fun with that, although you do see a 55 and 3 back half, but simply too far back. In fact, was 18 lengths back at the half. And Marty Monkhauser now from post position 2, one that should have a pretty solid chance. Look at, you go back to June the 13th at Mohawk, 150 and 4. Marty Monkhauser has some fine speed, and 7 to 2 post position 2 should have a good chance to use it here. Colin Kelly for Jeffrey Gillis. Number 1, Rockin' Bow. Well, he's one that's had just 2 starts this year. Did win 5 times last year, and the most recent start had a couple of starts back in January, so the most recent start was January the 12th, so one that's been off a while. Did qualify a couple of times, though, to get ready, and does show 56 and 1 qualifying at Mohawk last time out with a 56 and 3 back half. Rockin' Bow, 19 to 1 on the board. Number 7, Life is Better. Well, probably wished he had a better post position, although does benefit with a scratch. Look, it parked every step at Hanover last race and still put up a mile of 57 and 3. Life is Better also was a winner at Clinton in 58 and 3 the start before that. This will be the 3rd start of the year. 6-time winner last year, Life is Better, and Natasha Day. Well, if you're looking for a better price, how about 45 to 1? Life is Better. And number 3, Blue Moose. Well, Blue Moose is one that's coming in off of a win here. Last time out was off the pace and flying 3 wide at 3/4 to come on and win in 155. That's a pretty nice mile. 13-time winner last year with a couple of wins this year, including that win last time out. Blue Moose and Robert Big Dog Shepard for Isabel Darvaux. He is 14 to 1 on the board. Fans have made number 9, Paparazzi Hanover, the favorite. Drops from the preferred 3 class. Has been racing well in that class and races out of the power barn of Jody Collins. Paparazzi Hanover at 4 to 5, not offering much of a price. Second tier, but big class dropper that's already won with tons of back class and was a big earner last year. The 3rd race, going to post in a couple of minutes. Gate is rolling for race number 3. Rockin' Bow, Marty Monkhauser on the inside, and the center Blue Moose. Let's wait and see, and a little bit of swagger on the outside. Life is Better in Mock Lee. The second tier, Paparazzi Hanover. The field for race number 3 is at the start of the rough. Let's wait and see. And Marty Monkhauser and a little bit of swagger is out 3 wide. Paparazzi Hanover is able to pop out well from the second tier. Then Rockin' Bow down to the inside. Blue Moose, and then it is back to Life is Better. And Mock Lee is back trailing the field. And they race their way on down the backstretch. Marty Monkhauser has got the lead. Paparazzi Hanover is still moving on the outside and has plenty of pop and is looking at challenge for the front against Marty Monkhauser. Let's wait and see is on the inside racing third. 27 seconds the opening quarter as they duel around the turn. Fourth right now is a little bit of swagger, and fifth is Rockin' Bow, and then it is Blue Moose, but they battle up top. On the inside, Marty Monkhauser. Paparazzi Hanover on the outside is right alongside Marty Monkhauser as they wheel off the turn. And racing third is Let's Wait and See. And then it is a gap of 3 or 4, a little bit of swagger, another few lengths to Rockin' Bow. And then it is back to Blue Moose and Life is Better. And then trailing on the outside is Mock Lee. Halftime 55-1. And Marty Monkhauser for now is holding off Paparazzi Hanover. And right there enjoying that battle from a close third is Let's Wait and See, waiting to pounce. And then fourth now, a little bit of swagger gets a little bit closer. And then it is Rockin' Bow and Blue Moose, and back to Life is Better. Marty Monkhauser with the lead. Paparazzi Hanover is still digging on the outside and is about a length back right now. Let's Wait and See is on the inside third. A little bit of swagger is racing fourth, and then it is Rockin' Bow and Blue Moose, and on the inside Life is Better. 3/4, 124-1. Marty Monkhauser has the lead. Paparazzi Hanover for now holds on to second. Let's Wait and See, and a little bit of swagger. They come on down the stretch ride. Marty Monkhauser, Paparazzi Hanover is still digging. Marty Monkhauser wins it. Paparazzi Hanover went a big mile to finish second. Then Rockin' Bow, a little bit of swagger, 155-4. The winner of race number 3, it's number 2, Marty Monkhauser. Owned and trained by Jeffrey Gillis, Colin Kelly, the winning driver. It is the third win this year, 32nd lifetime. Marty Monkhauser, 155-4. the third race. Mutual price is number 2 Marty Monkhauser 370 250 220. 9 Paparazzi Hanover 320 291. Rock and Bow 620. $2. How about the dollar pick 3? $7.35. The $2 exactor, a $730 try, $39.40 super, $252.70. Here is the third race. So we're finished from the top. 31654 scratch 782. That is 31654 scratch 782. Field for the fourth race, the second grassroots division on parade. One is Yoga Mouse. It is Bob McClure for Keith Jones and Doug McCarthy. Number 2, Tipsy and Dixie. James McDonald for Harry Polton and the stable. Number 3 is Salome. Trevor Henry for Meg Crone and Harbor Racing and Sherry Mears. Number 4 is Megan Letty. Louis Waugh for Jean-Francois McGuire. And number 5 is Stonebridge Nitro. Stephen Byron for John Bax and Bax Stable and Glengate Farms and Don Allenson. Number 6 is Snowfalla. It is Mike Saptic for Rod Boyd and Robert Key. Number 7 is Iona Dream. Phil Houdon for Stephanie Jameson and Fred Jameson. And number 9 is Can You Swing It? Justin Jones drives and trains and is the owner. Field of 8, race number 4, second grassroots division. Looking at this field, we'll start with number 4, Megan Letty. One that's had one start. It was a pretty fine outing in the grassroots. Parked early and still was able to battle well and stick around for a third, beating a length and a half, and came home with a very fine 28-4 final quarter. So trotted home with some pretty solid time. Megan Letty, Louis Waugh, and Jean-Francois McGuire should have a very good look at a chance to win here, and yet you're getting 5-1 with Louis Waugh in this fourth dash. Number 2, Tipsy and Dixie is the 3-5 favorite. Now, one that's had a bunch of qualifying action to get ready, as well as one start. Had a start July the 13th in a grassroots, and second beat in 3 quarters, 1:59.2, compares well to the 2 minutes and 1 of Megan Letty. Tipsy and Dixie also has gate speed, a favorable post position, and is the 4-5 betting favorite. Number 3, Salome, has had just one start, but it was a competitive mile in a grassroots, finishing fifth, beaten just 3 lengths, 28-3 final quarter. Was able to dig nicely in that final quarter, set up by the fine barn of Meg Crones, who has the healthy 321 training average, and you get Trevor Henry driving. Salome at 7-1, and number 9, Can You Swing It? Is one that did swing it pretty well last race. The first start, that grassroots July the 13th at Mohawk, came first up and yet was second, beaten a length and a half into a 1-2 solid mile. Now has to deal with the trailer post, but there does appear to be some pretty fine gate speed in the form of number 2, Tipsy and Dixie. Can You Swing It? 9-2 on the board. Fourth race, second grassroots division, going to post shortly. And then it is Can You Swing It? Halftime was 101-3, and Tipsy and Dixie still has the lead. Tipsy and Dixie, Mag and Ladies getting the trip on the inside, and racing on the outside third is Salome. And it's a gap of a length and a half or two. Snowfalla is currently racing fourth, and then Stonebridge Nitro. And Can You Swing It? As they roll on to three quarters, it is Tipsy and Dixie who's got the lead as they hustle on to three quarters. Salome is racing on the outside second, but Tipsy and Dixie is still in front by a length. Inside racing third is Mag and Lady. Those three have separation on the rest of the field, and Snowfalla right now is holding on to fourth against Can You Swing It? Up three quarters, 131-3. It is Tipsy and Dixie and James McDonald still with the front. On the inside, Mag and Lady. On the outside is Salome. On down the stretch by for Tipsy and Dixie. And Tipsy and Dixie is your winner. Under wraps to take it by about 2.5 or 3. Mag and Lady was second, Salome third. And then fourth appeared to be Can You Swing It? 201-3. Tipsy and Dixie. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 4. It is number 2, Tipsy and Dixie, a 2-year-old muscle mass bay filly owned by the stable, trained by Harry Polton. James McDonald, the winning driver. Tipsy and Dixie with the win in 201-3 to take the second grassroots division. Here are the fourth race payouts. Number 2, Tipsy and Dixie, $350, $270, $210. For Mag and Lady, $390, $283. Salome, $290, $2 exactor, $950. The dollar try pays $12.15. The dollar superfect is $42.85. Here is your fourth race over finish from the top. 813-2657 scratch 4. That's 813-2657 scratch 4. Field for race number 5 on Parade 1 Easton Beach. George Ketros for Mary Ketros. And number 2 is The Rev. Bruce Richardson for Greg McNair and Jeffrey Skinner. 3 is Draken Hanover. It's Robert Shepard for Marcel Barrio. And number 4, Chaleurs 80, J.R. Plot for Tyler Nostat and Blue Shoe Investments. 5 is American Risk, Jason Ryan for Melissa Lambrew and Jeffrey Boyd. Number 6, Maximus Power, Austin Sorry for Scott McNiven and Kimberly McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst, Douglas Haywood. Number 8 is Beach and Lindy, Steve Charlton for LaRock Racing Stable. And number 9 is Blue Crew, Brett McDonald for Richard Morrow and Hunt Racing. And now joining us, number 7, Big Bang Boom, Trevor Henry for Herb Holland and Gino Toscani. Field of 9, race number 5. Let's look at this field. Preferred 3 pacers, and we're going to start with number 3, Draken Hanover and Robert Shepard for Marcel Barrio. This one comes in after racing at Mohawk. In fact, it do see a 50 and 1 mile, a third June the 20th, and also a win in 51 and 2 only 2 races ago. Draken Hanover also does have a career mark of 50 and 1 and more than $500,000 earned a lifetime. So Draken Hanover is definitely one that dropping here 6-5 warrants serious regard. Number 2, The Rev. Well, tough post position last race. Still put up a mile of 52 and 4. You see 52 and change in each of the last 3 starts. And The Rev is also one with a ton of back class. In fact, more so than Draken Hanover's $611,000 lifetime. The Rev Maybe changing venues is what he was praying for. The Rev is 6-1 on the board. Number 5, American Risk, second in each of the past two here. Both of those were in this class, and American Risk had the trailer post last race, now gets a spot on the gate. Also left from post 5 2 races ago. Both those last two races here in this class, miles at 55 and 4. Strong performances. American Risk at 22-1. One that I think you're risking overlooking here if you don't like this one, because I think he has a definite shot to be in the top 3. And a nice price now, 18-1. And number 7, Big Bang Boom, coming in from Mohawk and making a first start for Herb Holland. Had been with Carmen Osiello, has gate speed, but a tough post assignment. But nonetheless is one that shows racing in 50-1 June the 20th, and took a mark of 49-2. Now, that was back 2 years ago, but certainly Big Bang Boom is one that, well, could I be so bold as to say, is a contender in this dash. 5-1, Trevor Henry driving. Starter is called. Field for race number 5. And taking up positions, Easton Beach and the Rev with Draken Hanover on the inside of the center. Shalours AD and American Risk. And on the outside, Maximus Power, Big Bang Boom, and Beach and Lindy. And the second tier Blue Crew. Field of 9 for the 5th race. They're in the stretch. Here they come. And the field for the 5th race is at the start of the rough, and Shalours AD gets out well. The Rev, and then down to the inside is Easton Beach and Draken Hanover racing into the front 4. And going off stride, Shalours AD. Now Easton Beach inherits the lead. The Rev is racing second. Draken Hanover is third. Blue Crew on the inside is position 4th. And then it is American Risk, who's racing 5th in front of Maximus Power, Beach and Lindy, and Big Bang Boom. And then Shalours AD is now 9th and trailing the field. They raced their way on past the opening quarter in 27-2, and Easton Beach is surfing along on a lead of about 4.5 right now. The Rev is second, Hanover third, and American Risk, fourth is Blue Crew, and then it is American Risk as the field comes off the turn. Then it is back to Maximus Power and Beach and Lindy as the field straightens out off the turn and comes on towards a second from last is Big Bang Boom, and then trailing the field after that early break, Shalours AD. Half was 57 seconds off that 27-2. Opening quarter and into the backstretch they go, and it is Easton Beach who has a lead of a length and a half. Hanover working first up. Inside third, the Rev. Blue Crew is racing on the outside fourth within striking distance, and then Maximus Power and American Risk. They hustle on to three quarters, and Easton Beach still has the lead for Jet Ketros, but Hanover on the outside is right there threatening now. Those two are stride for stride at three quarters. 1:26-2. Easton Beach and Ketros on the inside. Hanover and Shepherd to the outside, and Blue Crew now is getting a little closer third. And then it is American Risk and the Rev, and back to Maximus Power and Big Bang Boom on down the stretch where they come. Hanover, Easton Beach on the inside, Easton Beach and Hanover. Which one will it be? Hanover on the outside or Easton Beach on the inside? It's close, and then American Risk and Blue Crew, a photo in 1:55-1. On the board, 3-1-5-9, and there is a look at your winner, 3 Hanover. And wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 5, number 3, Hanover, an 8-year-old Jeremy's Jetbay gelding, owned by Ken Rackett and Marcel Berrio, who's also the trainer Robert Big Dog Shepherd with the winning drive. It is the second win this year, 24th lifetime for Hanover, 1:55-1. Mutual prices. Number 3, Truck and Hanover 450, 350, 240. 1 Easton Beach 620, 375. American Risk 570. $2 exactor, $35.20. Dollar Drive, $91.80. Dollar Super, $629.60. Sixth Dash is next, third Grassroots Division. James McDonald drives 5 at Luminary Hanover. The fifth race order finish from the tops at 281 936 574. That is 281 936 574. Sixth race next, the third Grassroots Division, featuring the Super High Five. Field 4, race number 6, the third grassroots division on parade. One is All Our Wishes, Paul McKenzie for Denise Ball. Number 2 is Expecto Patronum, Bob McClure for Luke Bland, Determination. Number 3, The Last Dance, Mike Safdie for Keith Jones and David Jim King. Number 4 is Fortune Teller's Cave, Robert Shepard for Rod Boyd and Robert Key. And number 5 is Luminary Hanover, James McDonough for Kamanasilo and Robert Burgess. Number 6 is Equinox Annie, Trevor Henry for Brad Shakes and Jeffrey O'Born. Number 7 is IDA Princess, Tyler Moore for William McClure and John McClure. 8 is Fuzzy Angel, Chris Christopher for Blake McIntosh and Hutt Racing. And 9, Top of the Bar, Mark Etzel drives and trains and partners with Robert Newton and Graham Hopkins and Peter Porter. Field of 9, race number 6. Let us get a look at this field. We'll start with number 4, Fortune Teller's K, and one that should be more than okay in here. Comes in off of a very nice second in the lone start in the grassroots July the 13th, and off that really good mile had a nice closing quarter, 28-2. Fortune Teller's K, 2 minutes and 1/5 the last time out, and that speed compares very well. That's the quickest last race mile of this field. Fortune Teller's K, sent up by Rod Boyd. Robert Big Dog Shepard looking to win in back-to-back races, and Fortune Teller's K is right now 7-2 on the board. 9, Top of the Bar, and Mark Etzel was a third in that race July the 13th at Mohawk at a grassroots. Did have a couple of qualifiers and qualified in 2 minutes and 1 at Mohawk. Now the last race didn't go as quick, but has shown that speed. Top of the Bar has to deal with the trailer post, though. 7-1 on the board, Mark Etzel driving. Number 2, Expecto Patronum and Bob McClure for Luke Blay. And this is one that's had one start and didn't fare all that well, finishing well back, 6th beat in 18 lengths. Has also had a fair amount of qualifying action, 4 qualifiers, and is one that, more was expected of this Cadabra filly. We'll see if it materializes here. And is 6-5 on the board, sent up by the high percentage mark of Luke Blay with primetime Bob McClure driving. And number 1, All Our Wishes. Well, last race, things didn't go the way she wished. Suffered an early interference break, but just before that race, did a gold at Georgian Downs July the 12th, and a solid third, beaten a length and a half in 2:01 2. All Our Wishes, one that could bounce back very nicely, and is 9-1 with the inside post position. The starters called the field for the sixth race, the third grassroots division for two-year-old pacing fillies. All Our Wishes on the inside with Expecto Patronum and The Last Dance in the center. Fortune Tellers K and Luminary Hanover. On the outside, Equinox Annie, Ida Princess, and Fuzzy Angel, the second tier at top of the bar. It's a field of 9 for race number 6. They swing into the stretch, gathering speed, approaching the start. And they're off. Luminary Hanover and Fortune Tellers K. Expecto Patronum and The Last Dance. All Our Wishes went off stride. Field charges into that first turn. Luminary Hanover and James McDonald's got the lead. Expecto Patronum is racing second. Fortune Tellers K to the outside third now and is pressing on. The Last Dance is waltzing along in fourth in front of top of the bar. And then it is Equinox Annie and Ida Princess, and they race on to the opening quarter. And Fortune Tellers K now has got the lead. Luminary Hanover is second. Expecto Patronum is racing third. The Last Dance fourth. 30-4 the opening quarter. Top of the bars racing fifth, and then sixth is Equinox Annie. The field works their way on around the turn, and going off stride was Ida Princess and also Fuzzy Angel, and they race their way on towards us. And with the lead is Fortune Tellers K. Fortune Tellers K has the lead. Advantage a length and 3/4. Luminary Hanover is second. Expecto Patronum is third. The Last Dance racing fourth, and then top of the bar. Equinox Annie 102-2 is the halftime of the field. Works their way on into the backstretch, and it is Fortune Tellers K with a lead of a length and 3/4. Luminary Hanover is racing position second. Expecto Patronum is third. The Last Dance went off stride, and now here comes top of the bar. Top of the bars come on and take over third. Expecto Patronum is racing fourth, and then a gap of 3 or 4. Equinox Annie and well back is Fuzzy Angel. They march on by 3/4. Fortune Tellers K is still okay. 3/4, 132-4 as the field works their way towards the top of the stretch. Then top of the bars racing second. Luminary Hanover third. Expecto Patronum tipped to the outside fourth, about 4.5 off the lead. And then Equinox Annie off that 3/4, 132-4. It is Fortune Tellers K being chased by top of the bar. Top of the bar on the outside is charging Fortune Tellers K. Might have held on. It's close with top of the bar on the outside. And then we had Luminary Hanover and Expecto Patronum and Fuzzy Angel. Mile of 203-2. Fans note the inquiry will go up pertaining to number 8, Fuzzy Angel, and a break at the start. In the win photo, it was 9, top of the bar. Wheeling back in front of us, winner of the 6th race, the 3rd grassroots division, 9, top of the bar, a 2-year-old Muscle Mass Bay filly, owned by Mark Etzel and Robert Newton and Graham Hopkins and Peter Porter. Mark Etzel's the trainer and the winning driver. Top of the bar, and Mark Etzel in 203 and 2. On the board, 94528. Judges reviewing the break of number 8, Fuzzy Angel. And the judges ruling that number 8, Fuzzy Angel, did not violate the braking regulations. Sixth race payouts, 9 top of the bar, 2180, 440, 334. Fortune Tellers K, 290, 245. Preliminary, Hanover 510. $2 exactor, $48.80 try. $138.35 win for $179.30. Dollar high 5. 5,043.25. Ka-ching. Sixth race order of finish from the top, 947-236-851. That's 947-236-851. Field for the 7th on parade. 1, How Feisty, Jay Harris for Jack Harris. Number 2 is Terminus Strip, Colin Kelly for Lacey McCabe and Glenview Livestock and Cheryl Cherry. Number 3 is So Frisky, Alfie Carroll for Anita Willett, Luke Willett, and Paul Bernard. 5 is Regal Lux, Scott Young for John Smith Jr. And number 6 is Miss Maddie. It is Travis Cullen for Rachel Andrew. Number 7, 3 accounts. Robert Shepard for Robert Fellows and Hut Racing and Yolanda Fellows and Patrick Dillon. 8 is Bryn Baroness, Scott Culver, Keith Cullen, and Chris Kane. 9 is Ladies from Hell, Paul Davies for Deborah Pinnell. Field of 8, race number 7. Let's look at this field, starting with number 6, Miss Maddie. And Miss Maddie certainly shows enough speed to be a solid threat in here. It is the solid team of Travis Cullen and Rachel Andrew. Now this one's getting away from Mohawk to try things here. You do see 51-3 4 starts ago, and he is one with 21 lifetime wins. Closing in on the $250,000 mark. Miss Maddie with the class drop, 4-5. Travis Cullen driving. Number 3, So Frisky, was pretty frisky here in the preferred 3 class 2 races ago. 56 and 2 mile finishing second. Last race parked early, made the lead, but paid for that in the late going. Still, it was a mile of 56. You do see last year this one winning 8 out of 17 starts and took a mark of 51-3. So Frisky at 11-1 might represent some decent value. Number 1, How Feisty, is 12-1 on the board. Was a winner here all the way on top 3 races ago. And then the next race in the preferred 3 class was a competitive 4th, but the last race didn't go well. How Feisty, though, on the inside might be able to rebound with the step down a level. How Feisty and Jay Harris is 12-1. And number 2, Terranus Strip, is one that raced at Kawartha 2 races ago. Victory in 55-1. Look at last year. 7 wins in 17 starts and 151-4 marks. So Terranus Strip, 7-1, should be considered a contender in this dash. But the fans love number 6, Miss Maddie. 4-5 on the board. It is rolling for race number 7. Hamac Feisty, Terra Strip, and So Frisky on the inside. In the center, Regal Luck and Miss Maddie. To the outside, 3 counts. Bryn Baroness in the second tier. Ladies from Hell. Field of 8, race number 7. Here they come. It's a field of 8 for the 7th race. Field for the 7th is at the starter off. So Frisky leaves out well. Regal Luck and Miss Maddie, and on the inside, Hamac Feisty. Then Terra Strip and Ladies from Hell. As the field works on around the turn, Miss Maddie now is away third from last in front of 3 accounts. And back trailing the field is Bryn Baroness. On down the backstretch they go. So Frisky is frisky early. Lead of a couple of lengths over Hamac Feisty. Then racing third is Regal Luck and is in front of Ladies from Hell. Terra Strip is 5th and 6th is Miss Maddie. Then at 3 counts and Bryn Baroness. And off that 28-1 opening quarter of the field, races on the far turn. So Frisky and Alfie Carroll with the lead. Hamac Feisty and Jay Harris is rolling second. And then third is Regal Luck and Scott Young as they're about to come off the turn. Then fourth is Paul Davies and Ladies from Hell and is now racing towards the outside to come first over. Terra Strip follows to the outside for Colin Kelly. Trailing 3, Miss Maddie, 3 counts in Bryn Baroness. 57-4 is the halftime. And So Frisky with the lead. It is So Frisky in front by 2 right now. Hamac Feisty is second. Ladies from Hell is racing third. And then Regal Luck is fourth and Terra Strip is fifth. Then it is back to 3 accounts. Miss Maddie is still second from last. And on the inside, Bryn Baroness. They hustle on to 3/4 off that 57-4 half. So Frisky still with the lead. Advantage a length and 3/4. Hamac Feisty is racing second. Ladies from Hell is racing third and is not advancing right now. Regal Luck is on the inside. Terra Strip is going to roll out 3 wide. Then Bryn Baroness in 3 accounts, and trailing is Miss Maddie. 3/4, 126-4, and they turn for home. And So Frisky and Alfie Carroll continues on. So Frisky, a very frisky effort to win and take it by about 2.5. Hamac Feisty was second. Then it was Regal Luck in 3 accounts. 155-4. So Frisky. Wheeling back in front of us, the winner of race number 7 over 3, So Frisky, 4-year-old Dally Bay Mare, owned by Luke Willett and Paul Bernard. Anita Willett, the trainer. Alfie Carroll, the winning driver. Second win this year for So Frisky, 11th lifetime. Mile of 155-4. Seventh race payouts, 3 So Frisky, $773, $391. How Mac Feisty, $710 and $690. And 5 Regal Luck, $590. $2 Exactor, $51, $20 Tribe, $92.25. $1 Super, $803.20. Here is the seventh race order finish from the top. 251, scratch 38467. That's 251, scratch 38467. Field for the 8th race is on parade. 1 is Rapanahui, Austin Sorey for Robbie Hummel. And number 2, the last one standing, Wayne McLean for Donald Beaton. Number 3 is Winsong Ophelia next door for Bud Sinclair and Jerry Van Bokel. And Force King for Life, Bruce Richardson for Peter Irwin and Joe Coffey. 5 is Ace on a Mission, Jason Ryan for Paul Belanger Jr., Michel Grenier. And number 6, Wilma C. Kelly Shepard for Sea of Green and Carolyn Mabro. And number 7 is Guccio's Office, Steve Charlton for Kathleen Charlton. 8 is Red Hot Torch, Robert Shepard for Isabel Darvo. And 9 is Herb's Journey, Scott Culver, Duncan Brewer, and Randall Urquhart. Field of 9, race number 8. Looking at this field, let's start with number 1, Rapanahui. Well, was able to go all the way on top from post 1 last race. Is back in the same class, looking for a little deja vu. This will be the 3rd consecutive post 1, a win and a second. That was the first win on the year for Rapanahui, but has made the top 3 in 7 out of 15. But excellent form in the last couple. 5-2 is Rapanahui and Austin Sorey. Number 3, Winsong Ophelia, a winner here in this class 3 races ago. And the last race was a very competitive 3rd, beaten just 2 lengths. Winsong Ophelia, 3 wins and 12 on the year, and definitely should be considered a threat. And yet you're looking at 16-1. Number 5, Ace on a Mission, was 3rd above this class at Georgian Downs last time out. Ace on a Mission is one that, well, the first couple starts off the layoff here didn't go well, racing in this class, a 7th and a 5th, then raced well last time out. But one thing to note, 12 starts in the year, 8 third-place finishes for Ace on a Mission. No top 2s, but 8 thirds. Ace on a Mission is 9-1. At number 2, the last one standing, 9-1 on the board, is one that had to qualify after a couple of breaks in June and early July, and then raced Georgian Downs last start, just a 5th, but now looks to build off of that one. The last one standing of Wayne McLean is 9-1 on the board. 9 Herb's Journey we should touch on because 4-5 on the board is the favorite. Dominant win last race, and that was in a class above this one. Parked early, won by almost 6 lengths in 57-3. Herb's Journey is 4-5 on the board as the favorite, but racing from the trailer post. We'll see how that turns out for Herb's Journey, the favorite at 4-5. Gate is rolling for race number 8, Rabbit. The last one standing. Windsong Ophelia on the inside. King for Life and Ace on a mission to the outside. Will Missy, Cuccio's Office, and Red Hot Torch. Second tier, Herb's Journey. Field for the 8th race is at the start of the round. Windsong Ophelia, King for Life, and on the outside, Ace on a mission. Down to the inside is Rapidahui. And the last one standing, and the field works their way on into the backstretch. Windsong Ophelia is coming on the outside, trying to clear to the front of a Rapidahui, but Rapidahui is going to drive on the inside. And then Windsong Ophelia is racing second. The last one standing is third. Herb's Journey is racing fourth, and King for Life is fifth. Then sixth is Ace on a Mission, Will Missy, and then back to Red Hot Torch and Cuccio's Office. And the field works on around the turn. And now driving up, Herb's Journey is coming on. Herb's Journey now is looking to come on and grab the lead, and has journeyed up and taken over. Rapidahui is racing second. Windsong Ophelia third. 28 in for the opening quarter. Ace on a Mission is racing fourth, and then it is the last one standing fifth, and moving to the outside is Will Missy as they come off the turn. And then it is back on the inside as they race on towards us to King for Life. Then the trailing pair on the inside, Red Hot Torch, and to the outside, Cuccio's Office. Halftime was 58 in 4, 32nd second panel, and on into the backstretch they go. Herb's Journey leads a length and 3/4. Rapidahui is second. Windsong Ophelia is positioned to third on down the backstretch, and Ace on a Mission is fourth. Will Missy is fifth now. The last one standing, King for Life, and then it is back to Red Hot Torch and Cuccio's Office, but it is Herb's Journey with the lead. Herb's Journey is in front. Rapidahui is filling the pocket. Windsong Ophelia now on the outside, trying to close, and racing fourth is Ace on a Mission, and fifth is Will Missy. Red Hot Torch is kicking in sharply now, but still has a lot of ground to make up. 3/4, 128 in 4, and Herb's Journey in front by 2 1/4 as they turn for home. Rapidahui and Windsong Ophelia. Herb's Journey coasting at the finish is going to take it. Rapidahui was second, Windsong Ophelia third, and then it was Ace on a Mission. 158 and 2. On the board, we have a 9-1-3-5, and coming back in front of us is number 9, Herb's Journey, a 4-year-old Angus Hall Brown gelding. Home to Duncan Brewer and Randall Urquhart. Duncan Brewer is the trainer. Scotty Coulter, the winning driver. Mile of 158 and 2. Eighth race of payouts and 9 Herb's Journey, 390, 250, and 220. One Rabbit Ahoy, 280, 243. Win Song of Philia, 410, $2 exactor, 550. Dollar Try, $8.95. Dollar Super, 36.15. Eighth race order finish from the top, 273 846 951. That's 273 846 951. Field for the ninth race on parade. One is Saint Somewhere, driving out of Richard Morrow and Bradley Grant. Number 2, Are You Stark? Jason Ryan for Melissa Lamoureux and Jeffrey Boyd and Jefferson Davis. Number 3, Sanderson Seals Robert Shepard for Rod Boyd and the numbered company. And 4, Dream All Night, Scott Young for Shane Barrington and Bruno DePoche and John Barrington. And number 5 is Wildcat Magic, Austin Sorry for Brenda Duncan and Daniel Walker. Number 6, Low Hold a Moonbeam, Colin Kelly for David Daigneault. And 7 is Style Snapshot, Travis Henry for Scott McNiven and Kimber the McNiven and Thomas Broadhurst. 8, Bye Bye Daddy, J.R. Plot for Tyler Nostad, Blue Shoe Investments. And number 9 is Fluentosity, Travis Cullen for Joe Pereira and a numbered company. Field of 9, race number 9. Looking at this field, we'll start with number 2, Are You Stark? Trailer post last time out in this class, and yet managed to battle pretty hard. Now did tail off just a little bit in the final strides and dropped out from second to finish fourth. Are You Stark now gets a more favorable spot on the gate. Look at 7-time winner last year that earned almost $90,000. Are You Stark? He is on the board at 7-2. Number 1, Saint Somewhere is the 2-5 betting favorite. Sharp here in each of the last couple. So Saint Somewhere, Brett McDonough for Richard Morrow is 2-5. Number 3, Anderson Sealster has 3 wins and 13 starts on the year. And look at last year, took a nice mark of 150-4. And Anderson Sealster is one that, last year off that good mark and the 3 wins this year. Anderson Sealster is one that drops from the preferred 3 class and is on the board at 6-1. There's Anderson Sealster. And one more to touch on is number 9, Fluentosity. Mile of 56-3 last time out at Georgian Downs. That was from the tough post 9. Now this is the post 9 as well, but it's the trailer post. That one is on the outside. In fact, also had post 8 here 2 races ago and post 7 before that. Not a lot of post position luck for Fluentosity. Travis Cullen for Joe Pereira. 10-time winner last year, though. Fluentosity, long play. 30-1 on the board. Fans of May, number 1, Saint Somewhere, 1-5, the betting favorite. is rolling for the ninth seat. Somewhere Are You Stark and Anderson Sealster on the inside. In the center, Dream All Night, Wildcat Magic to the outside. The Hold a Moonbeam, Style Snapshot, and Bye Bye Daddy. Second here, Fluentosity. Field of 9, race number 9. They're at the start of the off. Anderson Sealster, La Hold a Moonbeam, Saint Somewhere and Are You Starkin on the outside. Bye Bye Daddy. But as the field works around that first turn, Anderson Sealster is able to come on and get the lead. But Saint Somewhere went off stride and scattered some of the field. Anderson Sealster has the lead as they race on into the backstretch and is in front by about 4 or 5. Are You Stark is second and Fluentosity third. Low Hold a Moonbeam is racing fourth, and Bye Bye Daddy is fifth. Dream All Night sixth, and then it is back to Style Snapshot as they race their way past that opening quarter, and then back further is Wildcat Magic. And the field works around the turn. 28 and 3 is the opening quarter. Anderson Sealster has the lead. Anderson Sealster, Are You Stark is racing position second. Fluentosity is third. As the field comes off the turn and works on towards us, and Low Hold a Moonbeam is racing fourth, and then to the outside goes Bye Bye Daddy, then Dream All Night, and back to Style Snapshot, and then it is Wildcat Magic and Saint Somewhere is back trailing the field. 58 and 4 is the halftime, and the field works their way on into the backstretch, and it is Anderson Sealster with the lead. Are You Stark is racing second, then Fluentosity on the inside third. Bye Bye Daddy is racing fourth, and out 3 wide now goes Dream All Night, but is about 5 or 6 off the lead still. La Hold a Moonbeam is on the inside and is racing sixth, and then Style Snapshot and Wildcat Magic 3/4, 127 and 4. Anderson Sealster continues on. Anderson Sealster, lead of a couple of lengths over Are You Stark, and racing position to third is Fluentosity. They come on down the stretch drive. Anderson Sealster and Are You Stark. Are You Stark is closing. Anderson Sealster on the inside. Anderson Sealster went at Are You Stark was second. Fluentosity third, and finishing fourth was La Hold a Moonbeam, 157 and 1. Fans, the inquiry sign will go up. Judges reviewing racing action on that first turn. Fans note the judge's ruling that there were no violations of the racing regulations in the first turn or on the first turn. Inquiry sign down. 3296 on the board. Ninth race pounds, number 3 Anderson, Seal Strip, 990, 430 and 332 are you stock, 480 and 340. 9 Fluent Toss at 850, $2 exactor, 2640. Dollar try, 67.55. Dollar super, 742.70. 10th dash up next. No changes. Post time in about 10 minutes. Ninth race order of finish from the top. 921-564-873. That's 921-564-873. Field for the 10th on parade. 1, Silver Hill Misty. Jason Ryan for David Daniel and Leonard Gamble. Number 2, Money Makes Her Smile. Brought down for Richard Morrow and Sortis Anastopoulos. Number 3, Village Jamie. Travis Cullen for Rachel Andrew and Travis and Rachel share an ownership. Number 4, Lady Fine Tune. Robert Shepard for Robert Fellows and Alan Bowden. Number 5, OK Jasmine. J.R. Plot for Stefan LeBrock and Pierre Bonneau. Number 6, Fading Shadow. Bruce Richardson for Malcolm McPhail. And number 7 is Kickin' Cowgirl. Phil Houdon for Kickin' Cowgirl and Emma Christoforou. 8 is Zealous Sealster Alfie Carroll for Brian Dunbar and 8th Line Investments. 9 is Radisson Hanover, Paul McKenzie for Todd Clements and Chris Nickel. Field of 9, race number 10. Let's take a look at this final dash field, and we'll start with number 4, Lady Fine Tune. Well, one that qualified fine last time out. In fact, the 27-4 final quarter. Now, is making the first start off a pretty lengthy layoff. Hasn't raced since the middle of last November. And Lady Fine Tune is one that did score 5 wins last year and take a mark of 52-2 at Mohawk. Lady Fine Tune and Robert Shepard is 7-2. Number 2, Money Makes Her Smile, 8-5 on the board off a win. And Brett McDonald and Richard Morrow teaming up. Money Makes Her Smile gets a better post position. Has had just a bunch of 5s and 6s. Finally broke that sequence. Now leaves out of post position 2. 8 out of 15 in the top 3 on the year. Money Makes Her Smile, the 8-5 betting favorite. Couple of others to look at. Number 5, OK Jasmine. Had a tough post last race and then an interference break and still managed to be beaten only 4 lengths and now drops in class with a better post and possibly some better racing luck. OK Jasmine is one that warrants a serious regard in here. OK Jasmine, 5-2 with J.R. Plot driving. And number 3, Village Jamie, is one that shows improving form. Another try in this class, was able to get the better of post 7 last race and finish a competitive third, beaten a length and a half. Village Jamie, Travis Cullen, Rachel Andrew, is a contender in this field, and you get a nice price of 8-1. 10th race of Field of 9, going to post shortly. Gate is rolling for the 10th and final dash. Silver Hill Misty on the inside with Money Makes Her Smile and Village Jamie. In the center, Lady Fine Tune and OK Jasmine. To the outside, Fading Shadow, Kicking Cowgirl, Zealous Sealster. And the second tier, Reticent Hanover. It's a field of 9. The 10th and final dash. And they're at the start of the drop. OK Jasmine with Village Jamie and Silver Hill Misty. Money Makes Her Smile and Lady Fine Tune. And then scooting through to the inside, it's Reticent Hanover. And to the outside, Kicking Cowgirl. Then it is Fading Shadow. And Zealous Sealster is trailing the field. Silver Hill Misty with a fry. Silver Hill Misty. Now Zealous Sealster is driving from post position 3 and coming on to take the lead. It's a Village Jamie who has a lead of about 2 1/4. Silver Hill Misty is second, and racing position third. Money Makes Her Smile, and then Reticent Hanover, and fifth is OK Jasmine. Lady Fine Tune, Kicking Cowgirl, and Fading Shadow as the field comes off the turn and rolls on towards us. Village Jamie, who leads by 2. Silver Hill Misty on the inside. Money Makes Her Smile. Wheeling on the outside, and then Reticent Hanover. And then it is OK Jasmine and Lady Fine Tune it back to Kicking Cowgirl, and Fading Shadow and Zealous Sealster is trailing the field. They work their way on into the backstretch. Village Jamie off that 57-2 halftime is leading, but now Money Makes Her Smile on the outside is coming on, and down to the inside, Silver Hill Misty. Reticent Hanover now has come on and taken over third. Silver Hill Misty is racing fourth, and then it is OK Jasmine, Kicking Cowgirl, and Lady Fine Tune on by 3/4, 125-3, and Village Jamie marches gamely. Village Jamie leads by 3 1/4. Money Makes Her Smile and OK Jasmine, and then it is Reticent Hanover, Lady Fine Tune, and then we've got Kicking Cowgirl and Silver Hill Misty, but Village Jamie as they come on down the stretch ride. Village Jamie has got this one sewn up handily, taking it by about a half dozen lengths. Then second, it is close. It was Reticent Hanover in the center. On the inside, Money Makes Her Smile, and on the outside, OK Jasmine. 155 flat. Village Jamie. On the board, we have a 3-2-9-5-4. Wheeling back in front of us, the 10th race winner, number 3, Village Jamie, 6-year-old Mach 3 Bay Mare, owned by Travis Cullen and Rachel Andrew. Rachel Andrew, the trainer, Travis Cullen, the winning driver. It's the second win this year, 12th lifetime. Village Jamie, 155 flat. The 10th race payouts. Number 3, Village Jamie, $8.50 for 33.10. 2, Money Makes Her Smile for 80 and 429. Radisson Hanover, $6.30. $2 exactor. Forget the exactor. Dollar pick 3, $34.65. Dollar win for 200, $19.05. Dollar high 5, $1,300, $86.75. The $2 exactor numbers 3 and 2. Pays $40.80. The dollar try, $134.55. The $2 double, $32.10. The 10th race order of finish from the top is an 8-1, 5, 4, 6, 7, 9, 3. That is 8-1, 5, 4, 6, 7, 9, 3. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program. Look at the photo for show. Note that our next live racing event comes up this Friday. First dash, 6:30 p.m. That is 6:30 this coming Friday. And also a reminder, especially the post time. Next Monday, it is the 30th Annual Industry Day. That is Monday, August the 3rd. Post time, 12:30 p.m. That is next Monday, 30th Annual Industry Day, 12:30 p.m. Well, fans, buenas noches, amigos.